If you asked me when I started this how many frats would come, I would have said none. But now it's like all frats. All frats and bachelor parties. Showtime.
We're gonna go nuts in there!
Welcome to what has to be the first and probably the last Too Much Dip live stream on a Thursday night, hosted by yours truly, KJ Ellis, and only KJ Ellis. Until further notice, it will just be, again, KJ Ellis. The entire show, start to bottom. If you have any questions about what really happens behind the scenes in the Wash media world, we might just go screen share on the group text. Anything, all night long, really all night long by like 20-ish minutes until I roll into dip picks and I hit too many drops. I get deplatformed, kicked off of YouTube, if you will. Or if that sounds like a terrible idea, which, you know, I don't know, maybe, just maybe, not only can Santa come early, maybe David Ruff can join us. Let's see. Dave, do you read me?
Oh, dude, you're supposed to warn me before you put me on. I was in the middle of a xenophobic rant.
Xena had an underrated weapon, one that we haven't seen since the late 90s, early 90s, whenever that show was on, and that was the circular blade, which inexplicably she could both hold, wield, and cut people's heads off with, I guess. But
are you talking about Warrior Princess?
Yeah.
Where's at not Jack Kemp?
You got what you got here, buddy. You got what you got. The people at home don't even know who you're talking about. Maybe they, do because they clicked on the link here. But while we're putting out an APB for the Dumb Zone, you want to drop some knowledge about our good friends at DraftKings before he joins us? And if not, I'll give you some time,
Well, KJ, I don't know if you felt it, but there's a little chill in the air. The NHL is back, and it's time to hit the ice. DraftKings Sportsbook is getting new customers ready for puck drop with an epic offer. Score $200 instantly on bonus bets when you bet just $5 on hockey. Now that is worth a celly. You've been following these Dallas Stars because they look pretty flippin' good. A lot of people are saying this is the year.
It is the year. A year for sure.
Well, it's definitely a year. But here's the deal. Bet the action on the ice with the DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app now. Use code WASHED. New customers can get $200 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 on hockey. That's code WASHED only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, licensee partner Golden Nugget, Lake Charles, Louisiana, 21 and up. Age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/hockey. Terms for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. NHL and the NHL Shield are registered trademarks of the National Hockey League. Copyright of the NHL 2023. All rights reserved. Cool.
That's 7 days for those at home that were like pulling out their TI-84s, wondering what 168 hours was. I knew that off the top of my head, but most importantly off of the calculator app here on my trusty desktop. Boy.
How about the sports? Are you an Onion or a Bart? Did you figure out yet?
You're going to have to clue me in here.
If you know, you know. It's a serious if you know situation.
I don't know who exposed that a while back. Like, I can't give Dylan all the credit in the world for killing the GIF. Certainly, probably like within our small circle, you know, he can earn some credit there. But the usage of the GIF, even on social media in general, has declined since Dylan stood on a hilltop and proclaimed it was the crutch of the unfunny. Somewhere along the line, I blame one of the three of you for also like outing. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I'm not going to take credit for both of those things. I think there's an argument to be made that both of those things go to me, but I will definitely take credit for if you know, you know.
Yeah, I just every time I see it, it's the immediate "you had to be there" joke, and I'm like, well, I genuinely don't. Like, why don't you fill me in? This is anti-influencer for you to say if you know, you know. How about you share that knowledge, gatekeeper? Okay.
All right, bring him in. He's not here. I'm just kidding.
I'm like, I don't know what you're seeing. I'm over Robacked, I'm realizing today.
Can't
I don't
know
know if
such
one
thing.
can. Yeah, I just realized the hat that I grabbed was not my TMD hat. I saw my TMD bar hat earlier, and I meant to leave the house with it. But I snatched this one. While we are spinning our wheels here a bit, I do want to celebrate the fact that for the first time in Dip Picks history, maybe since like maybe the first week, first time in Dip Picks history, we're picking a game that's happening Monday night, and maybe the first time in probably 4 or 5 weeks we're picking a Thursday night game because the Ravens and Bengals will play shortly after we wrap up here with this here live stream. Monday night is the Eagles and the Chiefs. We'll go through all of that jazz later. What I don't think we properly discussed on Monday's show, I think we mentioned it, but I don't think we really pulled the curtain back on where we're at with Dip Picks this year. I think we've done a better job of showing the people our picks when we're picking them on the live stream, for those of you who are joining. I think we're good at that. I have not told the people where we're at on the year. So unless you have some hot shit topic to talk about.
Carissa Thompson.
Yeah, let's go ahead with that.
No. Keep going. I want Jake. If Jake shows up, I want him to talk about that.
I was going to say which Wikipedia. Oh yeah, agreed. Let's see the picks.
No, if you need me to vamp real quick, I thought I was going to be so Dylan's with his son. His son's about to leave town,
and his partner
as well, business partner. And I text KJ. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I called KJ. I'm like, I'm going to be late. I had to take my wife's car because I have a headlight out, and it's not as easy as it used to be to change the Jeep Cherokee's headlight. Wallflowers. He's doing a off mic wallflowers. Anyway, I get about halfway here and realize I don't have an office key. Go home, fight in William Cannon traffic, get my keys, come back.
Cannon.
Dude, there's traffic on 290. There's traffic on Lamar. I'm calling KJ like, dude, I'm sorry. I get here with a minute to spare. I even had time to crack an ice cold beer.
I respect it. I respect it. You were shook.
I'm actually kind of worried about Jake because he's in a group text with us and he has been very active in it the last hour. And
as soon to be the father of two, you will know as well that bedtime routines is the first thing you can throw right out the window. And the point in which you get to both kids can be bathed at the same time, like that is the point of bliss you're aiming for. You'll reach that point sometime around late spring. Until then, which I guess he's way past that with a 1-year-old. Until then, all bets are off. It's complete and utter just roulette every single night. All right.
Show us the picks.
Yeah, I've got to at least do this. You know, not only because I promoted it, but because it needs to be done. Dib picks 20 23. Let me get this grid off.
Oh,
Old
yeah.
gritty off here. We don't even have a. Yeah, we do. We've got a 2. No, we don't have it. Fuck. Go ahead.
We don't have week 10?
No. We don't have week 10 in there, nor do we have a screen share with 2 people up. So whatever. Here we have it, folks. For those who think dip picks is just something we kind of take lightly, we throw around and, we just bring it up every now and again. No. For years, I keep receipts on how we've done since the beginning of time. Not one single time since we began this show in 2020 have we ever had a week that's looked quite like week 6 did for one David C. Ruff.
Where's that dude who was like, I'm gonna fade Dave?
It might have been that week. And if so,
he was like week 2. He was week 2. He was too early. He didn't have patience. He doesn't have the patience. Real beaters know about patience. I'm sorry, dude. You picked the wrong week, pal.
Now, I'll go back real quick to week 6 because this is the part I was really intrigued about because I didn't know it offhand the other day. Like, okay, well, what did David pick that week? Like, what was so out of the ordinary? We all got Thursday Night Football wrong that week. Broncos Chiefs. This was the week that I was in Kansas City for a wedding, and Broncos were there. Broncos plus 10.5 was the line. We all picked the Broncos. They did not cover. The following day, Oregon, Washington, number 8 versus number 7. We might have some drama here. Just 1 second. No, we don't. You and I think, picked Oregon. We know how that worked out. The following day, USC, or the next game, USC, Notre Dame. You and I picked USC. That didn't go. USC plus 2.5.
No.
Miami and North Carolina. You and I were on North Carolina. We were 0-4 going into the NFL slate with Bengals, Seahawks. Bengals favored by 3. You went with the Seahawks. Bengals picked that one up. And then finally, Sunday afternoon, Lions, Bucks. I was the only person on the Lions, and you picked the Bucks.
I've been getting burned by Baker, dude. I've been getting smoked by Baker. I gotta stop. I've got some idea that he's back, and like he's just fine. He's a fine quarterback. He's very average, and they're not a great team. What am I doing?
And the saving grace, the next week you also went 0-6. We won't focus on that too much, but you did go for your big boy stack that week. Cardinals, Rams under 49. Oh, wait. I fucked up. You hit that. Ladies and gentlemen.
What the? Am I gonna
I'm
have
here
to
to check the
start looking
facts.
at this?
I'm here to check the facts, people. I've got my weeks wrong.
Oh.
Here we go. In front of all the people. David C. Ruff did not go 0-7. He went 0-6. That is remarkable. Just remarkable. So
Am I still beating Dylan? Yes or no? People are
your
wondering.
overall record on the year is 22-41 at 34 points. You are smoking Dylan by points because you are 6-3 on your big boy stacks. Dylan has yet to hit a big boy stack. This does not include week 10. I think he actually got his in week 10.
This is what matters. Like your big boy stack is what matters. Like I don't get up for little like regular games that don't count 3 times the amount of points. I only get up for big games, for big boy games. This is what the great ones do. Like, yeah, I take some games off. I take a few plays off. But when it comes down to it, and I'm playing for 3 times the points, I'm the guy.
You and I both are doing quite well there. I was 7-2 at this point in the season. I think I lost last week. I was 7-3, but still slightly in the lead. Our guests, again, have been standing on business. Because we're doing this every other week, I've filled in our guest picks with Landry and or Brett's picks. And they've done all right. Landry better than Brett. Landry almost had an undefeated week, but is what it is. So there you have it.
Man, if Landry would get some Wi-Fi for the year that was not 56K dial up, we could have him on because he's apparently quite the picker.
Yeah, I think we should have contributed to that for his wedding gift. Now thinking about it,
He didn't
but
invite us.
that is true. I don't even want to know what that scene was. I don't think I was paying attention when that came to pass. But still, anyhow, what do we want to hit on before we just go ahead and lick our wounds, do dip picks, and call it like it is? Take some. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, is this the first time we've been no call, no showed? I'm honestly worried about Jake.
I'm not worried. I would say we also had Louis Vasquez, who had a little like a last minute emergency. But it is the first time we've gone too wide with Dylan out. So, whatever.
That's okay. Well, that's okay. You're always saying you want to do the show without Dylan. So now's your chance to shine.
No, never once.
Jake's calling me. Hold on. This is great. What's up, man?
Dude.
You hopping on? Yeah.
We're about to see an over apologetic man taking hits out of a jewel joining us from a coat closet, likely.
He's logging on. He's getting online.
I'll quickly acknowledge this. No, I will not be watching Nebraska, Wisconsin next week. And I think it's, maybe it's this weekend. Shit, I don't even know, man. I think you're right. But I won't be watching that. It's tough to watch Wisconsin this year. We do have state championships going on here in high school football here in Wisconsin. Notably 60 degrees yesterday. Like, weather's been fucking peak, but, I don't think Wisconsin's going to make a bowl game. So there's nothing really to write home about the first year of Luke Fickell.
Did you see Flight Tracker this morning? It's Flight Tracker season. This is something that Dylan loves. And apparently
I need to be on it.
There's a Tuscaloosa flight to College Station today. So people are wondering.
Okay.
I guess the DC. It's not.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm like, I don't even know who their coordinators are because didn't Bill O'Brien go back to the league, or is he still there?
Man, that's a great question, and it's one that a lot of people have asked me. And I think with the answer that you're looking for, that you might get from me,
Kevin Steele. Oh yeah, Tommy Reese is their OC, former Notre Dame quarterback and OC, young guy. So yeah, Bill O'Brien's back in the league.
Did you know that Bill O'Brien's nickname is Teapot? According to his Wikipedia? What is that?
I don't know. Kevin Steele. Okay. Yeah. Not Lex Steele related at all.
Darn it.
I was completely under a rock today. Is there anything notable? I did think the Jamie Chadwell location on the tweet was kind of funny. Jamie Chadwell of Liberty University, formerly of Coastal Carolina. I brought him up in conversation about the A&M job, completely forgetting about Mississippi State being a potential landing spot for some of these candidates. Anything further there?
I haven't seen much. I know there was a fake geolocation out there, geotag. Probably,
which I thought was clever. I thought that was,
it's a good bit. It's disingenuous by nature, but it is a good bit, I have to say. No, I haven't really heard much. I think I saw that Jimbo's speech after the Mississippi State game was getting his speech to the team. It sounded like a broken man, like a man who knew, like, yeah, not good, not ending well for me. He knew.
Fair. I did see Northwestern's retaining their interim coach. I feel like that is an absolute cop-out, like someone's using leverage move. To retain your interim coach, like at this point in the cycle, is just an absolute give up. Like, if your interim guy's going to go somewhere, and he hadn't knocked it out of the park by any means. I mean, he's held the ship together there. But again, I don't think you hear anybody talking about Northwestern's football like performance this year. But yeah, I just didn't see a lot of value in that. Other than that, I think pieces are still in the air. So with that said, I'll look for the thumbs up.
He said
before we
pieces
pull
are in
them
the air.
Well, yeah, a lot of pieces, a lot of plates are in the air spinning, you know, all those things. Bullets are flying.
Like
Fucking break here.
What's our halftime lady's name?
Red Panda.
Red Panda, dude. Nobody has more plates in the air than Red Panda.
Bowls, but yes.
Bowls.
Now, let's bring in a man who's seen Red Panda live. I'm going to guess at least 20 times. Inevitably, he will say way more than that, dude. The one and only Jake Kemp. There he
My
is.
man.
Jake, how are you?
I wouldn't say 20, but I would definitely say a dozen.
An American
I would definitely
treasure.
say a dozen.
I don't understand how we haven't had like even a low rent, but like an attempt at a documentary about in between quarter halftime performance, like that whole circuit.
You know,
Like-
I actually saw something one time. It was like there were two people. They appeared possibly enslaved.
Okay.
I don't know for sure like what their working conditions were. But I saw two people, they were like 17, 18-year-old. They were also Asian.
Okay.
I feel like that.
Notable.
Yeah.
I guess that's relevant.
Yeah. And they were, what they were doing was they were kicking the bowls back and forth to each other.
The bowls? Bulls. Bowls. Okay.
Bowls.
You said plate. KJ, you corrected me. You said they're plates. I don't really know.
They're like dog bowls.
Oh.
I will not pull the tape here, but I definitely call them bowls. But anyways,
Whatever.
because I
Yeah.
said plates spinning.
They were kicking them back and forth to each other like they were rotating in a circle, which I suppose is what you do in a rotation. And they were like equidistant from each other, and they were kicking them back and forth to each other, and catching them. It was incredible.
Again, I just don't have
Dave,
any.
is that a banquet beer?
No.
God, a lot of people are asking, is Dave? No, I'm drinking an extra stout Guinness because normal stout ain't for me. I'm the stoutest
Okay.
motherfucker you've ever met.
You know what? You're right. No, I mean I never questioned that. It just at first glance looked like a banquet bonus.
Hey, Jake, I asked KJ this question. He didn't really answer it, but are you a Bart or are you an onion?
I don't have a single clue what that means.
That makes two of us. This guy's on the internet.
You guys are very
Reading
online.
things.
guys
Not
are very
today.
online as well.
I missed the internet today. What
I
happened?
didn't know what the Bart thing was until KJ tweeted about it.
Jake has a podcast now. A second podcast.
No. I'm a digital guy,
You're very online.
so I should probably be a little bit more up on this. But yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with Bart Simpson today.
I saw.
All right.
I tried to find out what it was, and I saw like a photo. Of course, it's Bart, so it's animated. He was doing something to an onion that I feel like
It wasn't an actual photo of Bart Simpson.
No, it wasn't like when you see Bart. Did you ever go to the mall and see like the Ninja Turtles, but it was just guys in like the shitty costumes? I did. You could do that with the Simpsons too. It wasn't that. It was photo doing something. It was Bart doing something to an onion that no one should do to an onion personally. But what you choose to do, but if it's you and a consenting onion, do it. I don't fucking care. That's just me.
Yeah, you're just
Okay.
a Guinness premium guy who.
Let's
signs
take a 20 here. I don't even know the actual signal. I want to bring attention to some achievements that one of the three of us has had. Not only, maybe being able to play like Jay-Z and R. Kelly, like, I don't know, like some sort of I won my case anthem on the way out of winning quite a notable legal battle, which I think is impressive, in order to, win his freedom for his podcast, The Dumb Zone. You talked about this on Circling Back. That's all good and great.
Okay.
The one question I really have, do you or do you not know an individual who goes to a grocery store to purchase one banana and leave?
No.
Yeah, that was like the strangest thing I've ever heard.
My brain is rattled to this moment.
Yeah.
I've done it at gas stations here in Wisconsin. We have fake Quick Trip with a K, but they sell loose bananas. The 7-Eleven does the same thing where you get, loose fruit or whatever.
You got loosey nanas up there?
We got some loose nanas, but I'll grab them for the kids as a snack on occasion, but that's a whole different thing. I'm not going there for that banana.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the path that your co-host Dan McDowell takes to make his decisions, but I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, and the weirdest part about it was like he didn't even seem to think it was weird, which is kind of like how he always does everything. Like he'll just tell us something and we're like, "The fuck?" And he's like, "Why is that weird?"
Before we got to that point, I was going to lead off with like my shock of him being an XL like T-shirt, and I was like, "No fucking way!" But then we got to the banana.
You thinking 2X?
No,
Guys,
the man's fat. What's up? What's the breaking news?
there's just one thing I want to say, and I'm looking at you, James Harden. You're not the beard. You're not the system. You're the problem.
I guess we do need a professional sports media perspective on. You can take your pick. Brian Damaris of Bally, is that his employer?
Just gonna pull it up.
Yeah, Brian Damaris of Bally goes viral for, pun intended, dunking on James Harden. Bally deletes it. Or Carissa Thompson admits, not directly, like she gave proper context and full interview, but said that there have been times where she will just make up a report if they come to her live on a sideline report gig. And not the one who screamed at the tow truck operator, the other one tried to come out and say like, "Hey, this is unethical." You take your pick of sports media conversations to have.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to do both of them. I thought it was really, really weird that Bally like shied away from that, because to me, those companies have like a really hard time finding viability like in the digital space. Like they're cable media. Like, that's not exactly like the most,
like they might have they have a distribution list for social media. Like they have an email account in which they email each other about what to do on social media.
Email might be advanced, and they had a moment that was actually like, this is cool. And for whatever reason, they decided to back out of it. I thought that was weird.
Me too.
And I think it's probably, I tried to get to the bottom of it. I got stonewalled, which was probably the right move for everyone involved. But I think it's probably just like the team relationship that they just don't want anything to do with, like, the idea that like their partners are shitting on them. You know what I mean?
I would say this, like, could you imagine a situation where 3 years ago someone does something similar regarding Kyrie? Fast forward, and all of a sudden, like, he is your only hope per se, like, to acquire another star. You probably don't want that on the record. I don't think that they like perceive James Harden as the guy, but you might not want somebody who loves Harden another free agent. PJ Tucker might come spend a year here. You don't want that hanging over you.
Oh man,
I was digging for somebody who I thought loved
It's a
James
key
Harden.
that's he was
I don't
some
know.
good years at Texas.
Yeah, I don't know. It's super super weird, and I imagine it's just that like everything is so fraught right now with the relationship, with the broadcast rights, right?
Yeah,
I just think everyone's super freaked out about it. So
that makes sense. It's a
they're
delicate moment,
probably not
especially
playing
since it's
super
Bally.
fast and loose right now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
Carissa Thompson, I don't know. I mean, I would put her anywhere she wants it.
The story, yes, absolutely.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the story. You're talking about the story.
I will say this.
My beer.
My one thought about my one opinion about Carissa Thompson is that she's a part of what is objectively the hottest pre or post game show, like whatever it is they do. Prime NFL and Prime TV. You've got Tony Gonzalez, great looking human being. You've got
Al Michaels.
Andre Whitworth or whatever. Andrew Whitworth, not Andre. Andrew Whitworth, smoking hot big bald dude. Like
Yeah.
that's the hottest bear on planet Earth.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got. I don't think Richard Sherman is a permanent fixture there, but
Smoking
He's a
hot
good-looking
big
man,
bald
though.
dude.
yeah, good looking dude for sure.
Yeah. For sure.
High intellect. I'm attracted to the intellect, I guess, and maybe the schizophrenia, or bipolar, not schizophrenia.
Feels like a
Yeah, they're definitely not the same. I apologize for implying
They're
that
not.
they might be the same.
actually
And
is someone who, well, whatever.
okay, whatever. Yeah, I understand. God damn it, I'm gonna get a text. And I can't even think who else is on the show. But yeah, Carissa Thompson takes the lead. But between her,
Alex Smith.
Alex Smith. Oh no,
Kyle Fitzpatrick?
Beard Fitzgerald. Yeah, Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
He's not hot.
He went to Harvard.
He's pretty
you know
hot,
this?
dude. I would say he's pretty hot.
He's a good looking dude.
And
Okay.
Alex Smith is, whew,
Handsome guy.
yeah.
He'd have to keep the pants around the knees. Like I cannot see the lower leg in his presence. Not
good.
invited to the pool party.
Did you see that video or that photo that
Mm-hmm.
Adam Devine posted the other day?
Oh no, is this the Maroon 5 guy?
Do I
This
have
is
the
a
name
different
wrong?
guy. No, you don't. That's the guy who is holy fucking fuck. You're so fucking hot.
Oh,
He's the DM's guy. Maroon 5 guy, Adam Levine. Or whatever.
Divine
Yeah,
is
no.
workaholics guy. Yes,
I thought that was your bit, KJ.
exactly.
Oh no, you're the league. Is that right?
Dave, you ever heard of the show The League? It's never been Emmy nominated, so flies
Yeah,
under the radar.
I had a friend, I had a buddy who was really into it like 15 years ago whenever it was on. And I never watched it. Didn't appeal to me, the premise, but it sounds cool.
Wasn't good.
Okay.
But I do
No,
have
Adam-
to take
Adam
the L
Devine
for
got,
at one time saying that I think you should leave was potentially as good as The League, and I was wrong.
Adam Devine got hit by like a cement truck
Wait,
when
what?
when he was like 12.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And
I
he-
was like, are you getting this mixed up with Jeremy Renner?
No. And he posted a photo the other day of like his leg, and it is Alex Smith-ish.
No.
You
Holy
looking
shit.
at it now?
Yeah.
This isn't a Kelly Oubre transition here.
No, it's not quite that. It's not quite that.
Is he okay?
Kelly Oubre?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That
I saw the
didn't
cam.
look good.
No, it didn't. Not good at all.
Yeah, wow.
Are you guys
okay.
looking at it now?
I am, unfortunately.
I'm done.
And it
I'm
looks
looking
like
at-
it. Yeah.
That was the guy from the league, to be fair. That's
That
a
is
relevant.
true.
That's a relevant.
That's a relevant comment. Yep.
Good for
It
you,
totally
Landry.
is. Yep.
Yeah, but Josh Cribbs currently hosts like a radio show, so he had some chops. It was
So
interesting.
basically, they had two guys. One of them,
Nick Kroll.
lied about being at 9/11, and then the other one, Nick Kroll, his dad was like the head of. Dave would definitely, you know that story, right?
Well, I
Is
can't
there
remember. It's
some,
like not
is there some-
Blackwater, but it's something
No,
close. It's like a security
it's very
firm.
close. Yeah,
Is it DynCorp?
it's something like that. It's not pretty.
Kroll
Yeah.
Inc., corporate investigations and risk consulting firm.
Okay,
Oh,
well, what
yeah.
the fuck does that mean?
I love investigating risk.
Net worth of 1.5 billion.
I
maybe
think
up
it
to
means
1.9
that you've
now.
at least one time put a hot iron on someone's body.
And yeah. Okay.
I've seen Zero Dark 30.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm always and forever, I guess, in awe of the
Good
work
deal,
you do.
Dave.
Always in awe of the work
I
you do,
vape.
Jake. But yeah, I called it before you joined. We would get a vape shot.
Yeah, you can.
But,
Can you vape?
I do want to make sure we
know.
properly promote the current show.
You guys are
given
shitting
that
on your co-host for getting fucking Botox in his
Armpits?
armpits.
No,
He
I
did-
weren't shit.
was it free?
No.
I-
Okay,
oh.
for it. But dude, when I get a hair transplant, y'all can shit on me. I don't care. It's the same thing.
I use
I've got a friend who's got a guy in like Thailand.
I use
a boy.
deodorant that burns me.
So I know what you use. You use Dry Sol or Certain Dry. Trust me, I've been
Dry-Sol.
down this road, partner.
I'm a dry saw guy.
Yeah, it burned me in high school. I had the worst
Yeah.
mistakes. Not good.
I
Not
dipped
good.
in the Mitchum category for a little bit, but I couldn't go back.
That's light work, John. Mitch.
Anything that you want to hit about the show, upcoming or recent? I'm still probably digging through, like asking myself how I didn't know who Jared Sandler was. Like, I don't know. I've known Jake better part of a decade, if not, full decade on some years. And it's still awesome to see some of the conversations that the guy will not stumble into, but get people to comfortably talk about, as you did with Jared Sandler, who's radio announcer for the Rangers, correct? I want to make sure I
Yeah.
get that, like his title correct. I don't know who he works
Yeah, he
directly
does.
for.
He does pre and post, and this year he did I think he said 100 games. He will be
Which
the
is-
future play-by-play guy for the Rangers.
Ooh.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, if he wants it,
Yeah,
he's so good. He's
He's good.
so good.
No, he's good. I just don't like thinking about that down the way. We're
know.
talking radio. I'm just a big Nadell guy, as many people are.
As Jared is.
Yes. He's good.
Yeah.
Anything coming up for the Dumb Zone podcast that we should be aware of, that we should tell the people about? Because I know you can be found on Patreon. We've talked about that over on Circling Back, or you guys did. Anything else that we need to hit in the upcoming future? I did see shirts drop. None of them with anything supporting or not supporting people's preferences when it comes to a ceasefire. That was questionable, but other merch was available.
Yeah, we chose not to take a position on that matter.
Can we just do pigs?
Um,
I haven't eaten dinner.
yeah,
This
no,
guy.
I just, if you want to listen.
It's
I
a
don't
good
know.
show. Hey, look, he gets my monies on both of his Patreons. This guy's double dipping. This guy doubled down on Patreon and is winning.
Fair. I only keep up with the other one just so I can hop in chats with TC. So, with all that said, look at this guy pulling receipts. I love it. With all that said, let me find the pics from today because I know you sent them to me. I just got to get them up here for
Adopt the
quick.
caps, sir.
quick moment. All right, dip picks. We went through the records on the year earlier. I'm in the lead. Nobody needs to care about all that because we really haven't declared any sort of payoff. And I will tell the people here in public that no, my realtor has not attempted to put truck nuts on my vehicle. Don't try it. Let's start with tonight's game, which is probably kicking off here pretty soon. Everybody's on the Ravens here. Dylan's on the Bengals. He's not with us. Anybody have anything strong to say about that before we just keep it rolling?
Yes, to confirm, Dylan is alive and well. Just wanted to say.
Well, I mean, we couldn't have predicted that by the fact that his big boy stack for the 8th out of 11 weeks has included the Cowboys or Texas Longhorns.
Hell yeah.
He does not stray. You ask him to go do a pick, and he's like, no.
Go with what you know. No, I don't really have any strong things. I've honestly kind of slept on the Ravens all year because it kind of was a little shaky out the gate, and I'm going to ride with them. Bengals lost the Texans. Granted, the Texans are better. Everybody likes C.J. Stroud, me included, but I got
good teams lose to the Texans. Great teams lose to the Texans.
I will say this. I think it would be awesome if the Ravens won a Super Bowl. Like I think
without deer antler spray.
Yeah, you're Ravens.
Doesn't even work. That's BJ saying.
Yeah, he was
allegedly.
He was waffling there a little bit. I think that would be great.
For Harbaugh purposes or for Lamar Jackson?
For Lamar Jackson. I think it would be great for race relations.
Oh, this guy watched The Wire. This guy watched The Wire once.
Michael Case, or not Michael Case.
Yep.
Yeah. We would have the Omar tributes maybe during the Super Bowl intro, and you'd have to conceptualize that. Like Meek Mill playing in the Eagles would be up there, but then you get Omar.
Meek Mill's not from Baltimore.
No. I'm saying when the Eagles ran in against the Patriots, they had Meek Mill playing.
Okay.
Which I'm like, oh, you've got Meek Mill blaring in Minnesota of all places.
Jake was so disgusted with you
having
there.
Omar. No. It's just I'm saying, and then having Omar being played at a Super Bowl would be great.
I think it would be cool.
Me too.
Okay. Georgia, Tennessee. I don't think there's any reason to pause here. 10.5 is not enough points. Tennessee has played nobody this year. I think that Missouri celebrating as they did, won't name any names.
They stand on business.
It was ridiculous.
They stand on business, is what I heard.
Learn that phrase. I mean, no one has run a look. It's hard to run a phrase into the ground more than my podcast. My boy, my dude,
I will compete with you on that front.
My guy Eli Drinkowitz is just
stand on business. We stand on business.
Okay, we get it. You learned something new. Cool.
Right. A sophomore told you a new phrase.
Oh my God. Okay.
The fact that I had between that and SMU's coach Rhett Lashley walking out with Yellow Beezy, speaking of teams coming out, walking out with Yellow Beezy, and then tweeting, "That's on me for the walkout," was just fire. And I'm like, we've got to stop this shit right now. We've really got to stop.
Are you going to get Rashad back?
Oh, fuck. I knew Samples would get brought into this somehow.
Did he get let go?
No, but Arizona State's struggling a little bit. We've got a running back coach, and he's doing phenomenal. We don't want any Rashad Samples.
A running
back coach, whatever.
Okay. We're going to leave that alone.
Anyways, Washington and Oregon State. Washington's favored by 2.5 on the road in Corvallis. I don't think this is a night game. Haven't looked at the weather, but I do feel like Corvallis will hit you with a fucking fogged out game once a year.
Yeah.
So I hope we're getting some crazy shit like that. I'm on Washington here. Jake, you're on Oregon State.
Yeah, I mean this was pretty much just a toss up, but I'm very excited about the late night game though.
Yeah, that and Iowa State at night which we've got next. I guess,
Ooh.
David, anything you've got on Oregon
Yeah.
State, Washington? Anything strong
Dude.
there?
Yeah, Texas, like the guys who played the football their entire lives and now play at a very high level in college, they don't have any idea what they're getting into, man. They really don't. According to the Iowa State lineman, whoever he is, he's like, they don't know what they're getting into. No, I feel like they probably do. They've done this many times for many years. It's a football game.
Literally hundreds of times.
Like, there's only
In
so
fact-
many things they could get into on the field.
In fact, they've
Zero.
played at that stadium within the last 3 years, I feel like, or something.
You would have
win
to
or a loss. But anyway, I guess I say that, and I'm the only dumb who's picking Iowa State. I don't know, man. Just Texas, watch out. I'm not putting them on upset alert. I'm certainly not putting them on upset warning. Upset watch. Don't be surprised if an upset watch is issued in the next 24 hours. That's all I'm saying.
Fair.
Oh,
Only Matt Stafford supporter here as we get into the NFL. Seahawks, Rams getting one at home. Jake.
just not buying the Seahawks at all.
Gino or
At all.
Bubblegum. Fair.
Yeah, no, I mean, right now, like if you look at like any website's power rankings, they have the Seahawks at like 8 or 9. And I'm not buying it. Are there like
Frauds.
7 good NFL teams?
I mean, I feel like we saw this coming, or generally people saw this coming when you had the Aaron Rodgers signing and the Russell Wilson signing. And it was just a chatter about all of the young, successful quarterbacks outside of Kyler and whatever you thought about Dak. Everybody was in the AFC. And I'm not saying
Yeah.
the top teams right now are the ones that are being like connected to those quarterbacks, but the power imbalance is ridiculous right now.
There are 3 good NFC teams. Dallas, Philadelphia.
Oh, Niners.
I was going to say Niners and maybe Detroit. And then in the AFC, you have Kansas City, Buffalo, Cincinnati.
We sure about Buffalo?
I mean, obviously they turn the ball over a lot, but
I
don't
mean,
know.
I won't bet against them blindly as I would against the other 14 or whatever other 12 NFC teams.
I just
Miami.
don't think Miami. Yes, I'm not sure that Seattle belongs in that class.
Fair.
All I'm saying is I wouldn't want to see the Texans in a wild card game. That's all I'm saying.
The Cowboys would beat the absolute shit out of the Texans in a wild card game.
What?
In the event that they
AFC?
were in the same conference, dude, come on.
In a
Jalen
leverage
Hurts
game
be
like
on
that,
defense.
yes.
You're
Yeah.
buying into the hype too much.
I am.
You're buying into the hype too much. They are an exciting team. They are not a good team.
Well, we have 2 good teams playing Monday night.
Now,
Chiefs
this one,
at home
yeah.
versus the Eagles. Only David picked the Chiefs.
Ooh, I can't wait to see what Tay's wearing.
Chiefs +3 at home, by the way.
he's wearing. I heard the families are going to meet.
Yeah, they're probably going to meet. It sounds like it. And I bet we won't hear about it at all. How am I the only one on the Chiefs?
Probably be underreported.
Yeah.
Is
I
this a
guess
Chirico
I didn't.
game? Is this a Chirico game? Or wait, what night is this? Sunday night or Monday night?
This is
Monday
Monday
night.
Night Football. This is the first Monday game that we're picking.
Okay.
Let me confirm said line. I'm fairly sure I had this accurate. I double checked these at like 5 this morning, but I believe that's where the line stood. It just seems strange that they would. It's definitely Chiefs -3. Whenever I pulled it, it's Chiefs -2.5 now. So
Yeah.
maybe
and
I
think
sent it incorrectly.
No, I don't know. I was
It's
looking
okay.
at this in the car. I didn't have time to proof it.
All good.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like I'm pretty good friends with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, we all picked it at Chiefs -3, by the way. So
Yeah, he's thrown to me a little bit when he was
you work out at the same gym sometimes.
working out, still keeping pretty close contact with his trainer. You might have seen him on the QB. It was on a lesser known platform, Netflix.
That's what we should have talked about earlier is the fucking Netflix trophy breaking. Full swing drive trophy.
I don't know, dude. I just don't. I don't see anybody beating Philadelphia outside of like something super fluky. Like I honestly think they're that good.
I feel like I feel like it sounds dumb to say like the Chiefs have to make plays to win games like this. Obviously, the Eagles do too with AJ Brown, but I feel like their run game is more solidified than the Chiefs has been. But you know, there's a reason they're good. Yeah, I'm going with Eagles too. Either way, Nick Sirianni deserves every apology ever since his intro speech as a head coach to now. Like
better players. Yeah, no,
like the most imbalanced like expectations to success I've ever seen.
Yeah, I can't stand him. And he doesn't like inspire me as like a type of guy that I would want to play for necessarily. But dude,
him or Dave Aranda.
Oh God, don't bring him up.
You got to take Sirianni over Dave Aranda.
Yeah, he said probably. He could probably put Baylor in a bowl game. He probably could.
Yeah. But I mean, what can you say about the guy at this point? Like he's had one of the most successful starts to his career of anyone.
Yeah.
Like ever.
With a rookie quarterback at that too. Like this isn't
a rookie quarterback that nobody wanted, by the way.
Yeah.
Like his college, his first head coach,
Dylan.
Dylan did say he would be average at best, or I can't remember what he said. He wouldn't be a below average. I don't know.
I love the guy, dude. I absolutely love the guy.
I didn't care for his like post game persona in college. He seemed very apathetic and very unengaged in some of the conversations with like sideline reporters and whatnot. And I felt like he was trying to embody the Saban approach to it all and like just dismissive. But that's not at all who he presents himself as, like when he's doing a full press conference. Like,
let me tell you
way
something.
Different.
He wears hoops.
What's that have to do?
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with the guy who wears hoops.
Earrings, you're saying?
You know I'm right.
Yeah, fair.
Like
fair.
you have to be careful with the guy who wears two hoops. Like that.
And he's from Houston. So
and he's from Houston.
That's two check
dangerous
marks.
combo.
He's a pair of black Air Forces away from nightly news.
Yes.
All right.
I wasn't going to say nightly news, but you're not that wrong.
Kill Brant over here.
I'm not saying he's living to die, but I'm saying a quarterback that wears two hoops and has a goatee.
The goatee now.
Don't fuck with him.
Fair.
Let's do some big boy stacks. Get the hell out of here. Yeah. Dylan has Texas -4.5 at half. Texas at Iowa State, as we already discussed.
That's smart. That's smart. Texas gets out to a big lead on a lot of teams. Gives it up, but I get it.
I will go ahead and give mine. I've got UCF +2.5. I'd love to tell you who they're playing and why I picked them. Oh, wait. They're at Texas Tech in Lubbock, getting 2.5 on the road after their embarrassment of Oklahoma State. The only reason I'm leaning on this, UCF's quarterback is really, really good. He was injured for the middle part of the year. I don't think they're a great team. John Reese Plumlee, I want to say his name is, dual sport athlete. The guy can move. I'm going to go with UCF. I know it's at Tech, but you can't fault me for picking against a team on their third quarterback. It's just not the same. They still got one game to get into bowl games, so that's where I'm at. Either of you can go.
UTSA is. Oh, okay, Landry. It's senior night, and I might have read on a website.
Night.
Yeah, a lot of those guys, man. A lot of their key players are. This is their last home game, man. So I think
Jeff Traylor's last home game.
Oh, I don't think so.
Going to
He
College
said-
Station, eh?
Going
he
to
should
Waco.
not. He should go to Baylor. Like College Station is
Go to-
way too big of a jump.
Go to Baylor, dude. It's just proven.
What does that mean?
There used to be a Twin Peaks. It's great.
There
like-
did used to be, yeah. I think
Nobody's
it's
going to get in trouble for this.
probably condemned.
Whatever. Just let
Yeah.
the boys have a shootout at the restaurant. It was relatively safe. Yeah,
I mean, nobody went to jail.
That's right, dude. That's some good fancy lawyering.
People were held, but nobody was sentenced or found guilty. Yes.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. You got to have hard evidence. Yeah, give me UTSA over South Florida.
Part of that
yeah.
story is the reason nobody
under.
got
I took the under.
under
dumb.
67. The reason nobody got convicted was because they couldn't say whether or not the people got shot by the cops or the bikers.
That's awesome.
Because the
dude.
cops fired so many shots.
Yeah.
Let's
That's-
go.
Anyways, go ahead.
I took the under just because I read it on one of those websites that gives free picks.
I took
I need
Cowboys minus anything because I honestly think that they have 2 more weeks of just drilling teams in them. And I think they're going to be 8-3. And then they're going to play Philly. And we're going to see what happens. But I mean, dude, I think they're going to, and I know that KJ's an anti-Dak.
I love them.
Yep.
No,
He's one
you
of us.
don't.
One of us. One of
What does
us.
that mean?
College athletes who've
Okay,
been to spring
yeah.
break.
Not black guys.
Goateed African American men making a difference in this world.
He's killing it, and I think I you know, like everyone else, I'm a little bit suspect of Bryce Young, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they're going to destroy the Panthers.
I'm looking ahead at the Cowboys schedule. Nobody asked this. It's not my pick. I said they were going to be 4-4, 8 games in. They were 5-3. It didn't
Well,
look
you're
like they're
wrong.
going to be anywhere close to that.
Wow,
They
you
were
missed
5-4.
it by a whole game.
Yeah. Yeah. And it, you know,
deal.
whatever. Okay.
They're going to be 8-3.
You
And
said the
they're gonna play-
Mavs. Sorry, go ahead, Jake.
Well, no, I was just going to say they're going to be 8-3. They're going to play Philadelphia. Yeah, I'm real aware of KJ's Mavs opinions. I don't like those either.
Big Mavs guy here. Been there. Love them. Los Mavs. Anyways,
All right.
I'm not here for this slander. These people have had enough.
I felt disingenuous.
It did. It definitely
Whatever.
did.
It's almost Dame time here in Wisconsin. Jake, thank you so much for being here.
Dame time.
Genuinely mean that. Great to see you. I will be in Texas for the better part of December, and this time I will not flake in the last minute.
I don't
So,
at all believe you.
yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. Anything else before we get out of here?
If I see you when you're in town, then the next extra stout Guinness is on me.
Okay. Okay.
The next
Oh.
next root beer.
They're
Fair.
quite good. I'm bringing them home.
Let's get out of here, people.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, cock.
I want my chips with the dip.